What's up, David here?
And Julian from the New Cities.
Joëlle Dahan from the Charlatan, and today I'm sitting with Julien and Dave from the New Cities. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Hello, I'm pretty good.
Awesome. So first off, I just want to congratulate you guys on your newest album. It seems to be pretty successful so far, right?
Sold millions of copies.
Billions.
Yeah, right away, first week.
Oh, that's
Bigger than
awesome.
Lady Gaga.
Awesome. How did you approach Kill the Lights differently than your previous album?
I guess this time around I've been touring for about 3 years, so we've been through a lot of stuff. We had a lot of stories. We were better writers, better musicians, so I guess it's just a better version of the first one. So yeah, and then we spent like about 6, even more than that, like maybe 8 months just writing the record, so we had a lot of songs to choose from. So yeah.
Yeah, we wrote like around 35 tracks, we worked with a bunch of people, we spent some time in LA. Worked with a bunch of producers. We met Blake Healy, the guy who co-produced the album Kill the Lights with us. We worked with The Matrix on 2 songs, Heatwave and The New Rule. Yeah, so I guess just, meeting all of those new people, I think that helped us just like learning a bunch of new stuff about songwriting and producing and all that, because I think we got somewhere for sure with the first album, but we've grown up, and like this new record, we just wanted it to be like better and stronger. And I think just working with a bunch of people was a good thing, and yeah, we probably knew better where we were going with it. Like Jillian was saying, sometimes we're writing songs, and like at some point, like, well, okay, these songs are just maybe too slow, and these ones are too fast. So now we need the good tempo to make the crowd just jump, and just like that song "Pretty Little Mess." It's just like perfect tempo to make all the girls dance and have a party.
Did you guys feel any added pressure making this album at all, considering it's the second one?
I don't think we felt any pressure. It was just more like excitement, I guess. That we were just excited about writing new stuff and coming up with a new record. But I mean, there always is a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't something negative. We were sort of channeled the whole thing into something positive, I guess. So.
Yeah, we did a lot of hot yoga as well, so that probably helped us a lot.
Helps you relax?
Definitely.
So you guys have toured previously with a lot of well-known bands. How's the response been so far touring with Avril Lavigne on this tour?
Response has been really good, and it's funny because we just released our album, so the timing is just perfect for us. So we see the success growing and people knowing the words. Every show we play, we see like the people, like the thing that's building up, so it's exciting. It's
and
fun.
Sometimes like the people there, they don't even know the new songs really, because it's so fresh and they're really enjoying them. It's like they're just jumping and singing right away, and that's really cool, because we're not really expecting that. Like, we knew the songs were good to us, right? And the radios played Heatwave a lot, but seeing that live is just so awesome. When we start Heatwave at every show, it's crazy. Like, seeing all those people singing and just waving their arms in the air and just like going crazy, it's good.
You guys were originally slated to play a few shows with Hachelle Ray, and then how was that to get approached by Avril Lavigne and completely change tours?
Actually, we were supposed to do that show with Hachelle Ray last night in Toronto. But when we were in Toronto 3 weeks ago doing some press, well, we heard about this Avril Lavigne tour 2 months ago, right? But we didn't know if we were going to be on the tour. So at some point, our publicist just got in the room. We were doing some stuff with YTV, and she just got in the room like, all right, guys, some of you need to leave right now. You're driving to Victoria. It's happening. You're on the Avril Lavigne tour. So well, I guess we just changed the rest of our plans, and because it's arena shows every day, and it's a pretty big tour, right?
But still, we're playing in Toronto anyways.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just at the Air Canada Centre, so if people wanted to see us, we were still there. So yeah.
Are you guys ever still get like nervous before playing a show?
I used to be more nervous. Now it's good. I used to puke.
You used to puke?
I used to puke. I remember like for almost 3 months of touring every night before hitting this stage. I was feeling really good, but it was just like, dude, it was happening, and I was really relaxed, but it was happening. But now I just feel really good, and I think we're all relaxed, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know if we've.
It's the yoga.
It's the hot yoga.
It's the hot yoga. I
We
think
just do it together before every show,
yeah,
you know.
behind the stage, just everybody, all the crew's like, what the hell are you
What the
doing?
hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was recording with the Matrix different than like producing and recording your music earlier on in your career?
It was just a great experience, I guess. It was just like we showed up there. We were a little bit nervous about it because they're very well-known producers and very talented people, so we didn't know what to expect, but they were the nicest people ever, and we just like started working on Heatwave and the new rule, and it just went on. Like everything went super well, and it was just a great experience.
Yeah, I think with all the people we work with, they're all, you know, when producers or songwriters are passionate about music, right? They're super down to earth. They're just like us. It's always good times, and it's really chill. You know, it's like all the people we've met. It's always great. You know, they got the same passion, and they don't really judge you and make you feel like you're not at your place.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so yeah.
That's awesome. And you mentioned earlier that you recorded this new album in LA. And your previous album was recorded in Montreal, I believe.
In Toronto, actually, yeah.
Okay, so what was that like for a Canadian band to go record in LA for?
Well, the half of the album was recorded. All the pre-production, all the keyboards, all the electro stuff was recorded in L.A.
Some vocals, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of vocals, and then we just moved everything to like about an hour and a half away from Montreal called Saint-Zénon. It's a small town, like it's actually deep in the woods.
Yeah.
So we just did all the guitars, all the basses, the drums over there. So we had the more organic side of it and the more electro side in LA. So it's like kind of like a blend of both worlds, basically.
That's it.
Anything to add?
Sums it up.
That's awesome. So what has been the highlight of your career so far?
I guess highlight is just every time we play a show and we connect with the audience and people are really enjoy it. That's sort of a highlight for us. There's no I guess this tour is a good thing because it's the first arena tour we've done, so that would be a highlight. But it's just that we're still doing it, and people.
The highlight is that we're still able to do this, you know, and we just released a second album, and that's a pretty big highlight to us. I think you start a band and like your dream is just to get a record deal, right? Then you have a record deal, then you're just, oh right, we're gonna do a first album. Then you have a first album, and now we have a second album out, so it's pretty.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's such a good feeling, you know, because now we can look and like there's a past and there's a future, right? So I think that's probably the
Nothing to add.
So what do you want in the future for the new cities?
just tour. I think tour and meet fans and build the fan base. You know, hit the States, go back to England, Paris, France, all those cities we've been in, and just like new markets like Japan, Australia, and all those territories we've never been in.
Yeah, definitely, and we just want to do this for a while and keep, like he said, building our fan base and playing as many shows as we can, as many places as we can, basically.
Awesome. Well, congratulations with everything going on in your career, and good luck with everything coming up. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. This is Joëlle Dahan for the Charlatan.
Bye-bye.